morning. So in the last class we have discussed about linear convolution and circular convolution, and we have discussed about what is the link between circular convolution and the linear convolution, and we started from the different results using linear convolution and circular convolution, and we found a solution that linear convolution output and the circular convolution output will be same. Okay. So in today's class we are going to discuss about filtering of long data sequences. So yesterday I told that we will be having a LTI system. So input to this LTI system is x of n, and it will convolve with the impulse function h of n, and it will gives you the result y of n. Okay. And yesterday we have performed the linear convolution and circular convolution on this x of n and h of n. Okay. So in yesterday's class we have assumed that if the length of this x of n and h of n are equal, okay, so then we can get the same results, okay, or identical results, okay. But in practical applications, what happens? So this x of n, the input signal x of n will be having of the length in thousands. Okay, suppose if you take x of n, so the length of this signal will be so in hundreds. Okay, so from 1 to 100 or 2000 like that. So it will be there in thousands. So this sequence will be there in thousand, whereas this impulse function h of n will be having of length only in 50 to hundreds, in 50s. Okay, so compare. So x of n is of having length in thousands and h of n is having length in 50s. Okay, so then it is very impractical by adding. So if you are having x of n is 1000 and h of n is in 50 means, so how many zeros you need to add to make this length is equal to 1000? So you need to add 950 zeros. So this is x of n and this is h of n. Okay. So to obtain the proper results, okay, so I need to make this both length of this x of n and h of n equal. Okay. So if your x of n is in thousands and if your h of n is in 50s, okay, so you need to add more number of zeros to make that length of both will be same. Okay, so to avoid this problem, okay, so to avoid this, it is not economical to make this length is equal to x of n, because so it will results in several problems like delay in computation, okay, or so it is very impractical to perform the convolution. Okay, so that processing delay will be high. So to avoid this problem, okay, so we go into the filtering of long data sequences. What we do in this filtering of long data sequences means, so we take this x of n, so x of n, okay, so it is a long sequence, okay, that is long data sequence, right? So if your input signal is lengthy, okay, and your h of n is short, okay, so then what I will do, so I will split this input function x of n, okay, into different set of samples, okay, so I will cut this long data sequence into several blocks, okay, so I will perform the convolution on each block. So say this as x1 of n, this as x2 of n, so on up to xl of n. Okay. So I will perform the convolution. So x1 of n into h of n, x2 of n into h of n, xl of n into h of n. Okay. So at the last I will combine all the results to obtain the y of n. Okay. So we have several algorithms to perform this operation, okay, that is filtering of long data sequences. So two important such algorithms are one is overlap add method and See, these two methods are very important for exam. Okay, so we will discuss what is overlap add method and what is overlap save method. Okay. So first one is overlap add method. So we shall see what are the steps involved in this overlap add method. So it consists of an impulse function h of n. So I will take the block of this h of n. Okay. I will call this as h dash of n. Okay, so the sequence inside this block consists of your h of n sequence, h of 0 to h of m minus 1. So up to h of m minus 1. So, and the length of this is, and the length of the sequence is equal to m. Okay. So we know that in the previous cases also the length of this h of n, impulse function h of n is denoted by m. Okay. So to this m, okay, I will add n minus 1 zeros. I will add n minus 1 zeros. N minus 1 zeros. This is h of n. Okay, I will add n minus 1 zeros to this length m. Okay, so to make this length is equal to L. L is equal to m plus n minus 1. Okay, so before performing the convolution, that the rules is same that we need to have the x of n and h of n is of same length. Okay, so to make this h of n which is equal to length of this h of n is equal to L. Okay, I will add n minus 1 zeros to the end. Okay, so next, to the input signal x of n, I will denote it as x1 of n, because so I will split that input into several blocks. So what I have done here, so I have taken a long input sequence and I have splitted this long sequence into different blocks. So these are those blocks. So x1 of n, x2 of n, x3 of n. Okay. So inside these blocks, so what we will have a sequence x of 0 to x of n minus 1. Okay. And this is x1 of n sequence. So this is the sequence. Okay, x1 of n sequence. So what is the length of this x of n? So length of this x of n is, we know that it is n. Okay, so this is that length. Okay, so again to make this length is equal to L. Okay, here also I need to add some zeros. So how many zeros I need to add? I need to add m minus 1 zeros. Because if you take this equation, what is the equation we have? L is equal to m plus n minus 1. So I have n already. Okay, so therefore I need to add m minus 1 zeros. So to make this, if I add m minus 1 zeros, it will become n plus m minus 1, that is equal to L. Okay, so to make this length is equal to L, I need to add m minus 1 zeros. So here it is n minus 1 zeros because m is already there here. Okay, so add m minus 1 zeros. Okay, So again same for the next sequence. So this sequence started from x of 0 and ended at x of n minus 1. Okay, so the next signal will start from x of n, so on up to it will end at x of 2n minus 1. Okay, and its length also equal to n, and this is x2 of n. Okay, it's x2 of n. So here again I need to add m minus 1 zeros. M minus 1 zeros I need to add to make this length is equal to what? N plus m minus 1. Right? So here also the length is equal to n plus m minus 1. So here it is x3 dash of n. Okay, so it will consist of x3 of n. Okay, so here it is ended at x of 2n minus 1. So the next signal will start from x of 2n, because so next to the x of 2n minus 1 it is x of 2n. Okay, so on up to it will stop at x of 3n minus 1. Okay, so this is x3 of n. Okay, so to this x3 of n I need to add, so this is of having length n. Okay, so again I need to add m minus 1 zeros to make this length L is equal to m plus n minus 1. 0, 0, 0. Got it? So what I have done here, so I have taken one long sequence. Okay, I have splitted this long sequence into several blocks of having same length. Okay, so to perform the convolution, so the length of this h of n and the length of this x of n should be same. So that's why I have added the several zeros, that particular number of zeros. Okay, so to make this length is equal to L. Okay, so now we got the sequence of same length. Okay, so next I will perform the convolution. So first is x1 dash of n into h dash of n. Okay, so the convolution of x1 dash of n with h dash of n will gives you the output y1 of n. Okay, so if you convolve these two sequences, we get output y1 of n. Okay, so that is like this. So in this y1 of n, we will be having m minus 1 zeros at the end. Okay, so here also we have n minus 1 zeros, here m minus 1 zeros. So the convolution of these two will gives you the y1 of n. Okay, in the end we will be having m minus 1 zeros. Okay, so next convolution of x2 dash of n with h dash of n will gives you the output y2 of n. Okay, y2 of n, and it will start from here. So again it will consist of m minus 1 zeros at the starting, and also it consisting of m minus 1 zeros at the end. Okay, so this is y2 of n. Okay, so next, so the convolution of x3 dash of n and the h dash of n will gives you the y3 of n. Y3 of n, and it will start from here. Okay, and again it will consisting of m minus 1 zeros at the starting and m minus 1 zeros at the end. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to add these last m minus 1s. So I need to add m minus 1 of y1 of n with the m minus 1 of y2 of n. Okay, so again, So here also I need to add this last m minus 1 zeros with the this m minus 1 zeros. Okay. So now finally for final output I will combine all these results, that is y1 of n, y2 of n and y3 of n. So after adding y1 of n plus y2 of n plus y3 of n in this manner, okay, I will get the final output y of n. Final output y of n. So this is my final output. Okay. So this is overlap add fast convolution method. So what I have done? So I have a impulse block, impulse function block h dash of n, and I have splitted this long sequence x of n into 3 blocks. Okay. And again I have converted each block separately. Okay. I obtained the results of each block, y1 of n, y2 of n and y3 of n. And I have added all these three and to obtain the final result y of n. So now, what will be the equation for this y of n? Okay. So output y of n is given by y of n is equal to, I am adding y1 of n So here this is y1 of n. So this can be called as y2 of n minus capital N. Okay. And this y3 of n is called as y3 of n minus 2n. Okay. So final by adding all this I get y of n. So y of n is equal to y1 of n plus y2 of n minus n plus y3 of n minus 2n. Okay. So this is our, I am just adding all the outputs. Okay. So that's why it is called as overlap add method. So here this last m minus 1 points of y1 of n is getting overlapped with, so first m minus 1 points of y2 of n minus n. Okay. And again, so the last m minus 1 points of y2 of n minus 1 is getting overlapped with, so y3 of n minus 2n. Okay. So that's why we call it as overlap add method. So you'll understand this once we solve one problem. Okay. So here why I have written this y2 of n minus 1 and y3 of n minus 2n instead of y2 of n and y3 of n, because so these are the shifted versions of x of n. Okay. So the indexing of this x1 dash of n is starting from 0, whereas so these are not starting from zeros. So that's why the index of these has been changed into n minus n, that is shifted to right. Okay, so again n minus 2n, again that is shifted to right. Okay. So now one more thing, so the length is always equal to 2 power m. So we perform the radix 2 computations of DFT and IDFT. So that radix 2 will comes with the L is equal to 2 power m. Okay. So this is the formula for length. Okay. So this length will always be equal to in the 2 powers. Okay. So this is formula for length. Okay. So now we shall solve one problem on overlap add method. Okay. So we shall see one problem on overlap add method. So h of n is given and x of n is given, and we need to compute the overlap add method, and I will show you the what are the different steps in overlap add method is there. Okay. So first, so what is the length of this h of n? Length of this h of n is given, that is 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So next, so I have told that for DFT and IDFT computations, so the length L is equal to 2 power m. This is very important to find this length. Okay. So if in sometimes in the problem itself they will mention this length L. Okay, that is the block length L will be given in the problem. If he has not given, you need to compute this for the must. Okay, so that is L is equal to 2 power m. Okay, m is what? It is the length of h of n. Okay, so in this case, what is this? M is 3, so 2 power 3. Okay, so 2 cube is what? It is equal to 8. Okay, so L is the, we got L, that is the 8. 8 is the block length. Okay, since we know that L is equal to m plus n minus 1. Okay, so L is equal to m plus m minus 1. So I know L, I know m, I don't know this n. Okay, so find this n. So n is equal to what? L minus m plus 1. Okay, so L is 8 minus m is 3 plus 1. Okay, so 8 minus 3, 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, so therefore n is equal to 6. N is what? It is the length of x of n. Okay, so length of x of n is 6. Okay, so now split this x of n, okay, into number of blocks. Okay, that is equal to 6. Okay, so here what is the total length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so now split this into different blocks of length is equal to 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one block. Okay, so again in the problem he has mentioned the range. So you need to compute this convolution. So x of n into h of n for the range n is equal to 0 to 11. Okay, so now n is equal to 0 to 11 means, so index this x of n from 0 to 11, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Okay, so you need to compute this convolution x of n into h of n only from the range 0 to 11, that is from 0 to this 1. Okay, no need to compute the convolution for this last digit because here it is not included in this range. Okay, so that's why. So how many blocks I got? I got 2 blocks. Okay, x of n is splitted into 2 blocks now. Okay, so I need to compute the convolution for this first block and the second block. It's enough. Okay. So step 1. Step 1. So to find y dash of y1 dash of n, to find y1 dash of n, that is equal to y1 of n, y1 of n. So here what is x1 of n? X1, I will call it as x1 dash of n, is this first sequence. Okay, so first sequence, what is it? 1, 2, 0, minus 3, 4, 2. Right? So this is my x1 dash of n of length is equal to 6. But to perform the convolution, so to perform the convolution, what should be the length? So that is L is equal to 8. Okay, so this block length should be equal to this L, which is equal to 8. Okay, so to perform the convolution, but here I have only 6 values, 6 samples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to make this length is equal to 8, what I need to do? So I need to add remaining 2 values as zeros. So now what is the length? So now the length is equal to L. Okay. So next, I have h dash of n. H dash of n is equal to 1, 1, 1. Okay. So again, to perform the convolution, this length of x1 dash of n and h dash of n should be equal. So here, so out of 8, okay, I have 3 samples given in the problem. Okay, so remaining values I need to add zeros. So how many zeros I need to add? I need to add, if I add 5 zeros, so that length will becomes 8. Okay, so add 5 zeros to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is very, very important. Okay, so this is the block length is equal to L. Okay, and the length of this x1 of n is equal to 6. So to make that length is equal to 8, okay, I need to add 2 zeros at the end, and again, so the length of h of n is 3. Okay, to make it 8, I need to add 5 more zeros. Okay, so next, so perform. So these are actually the m minus 1 zeros. Okay, m minus 1. What is the value of m? M is equal to 3. 3 minus 1 is 2 zeros. Okay. So again, this is equal to, see, this length is m, right? So to make this length is equal to L, I need to add n minus 1 zeros. N is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros added. So now I need to compute the convolution. Okay, so convolution I am finding here is y1 of n. So y1 of n is equal to convolution of x1 dash of n, circular convolution with h dash of n. Since the length of this block is equal to 8, it is 8-point circular convolution. Okay, so now what I need to do? I need to perform the circular convolution for these two sequences, x1 dash of n into h dash of n. Okay. So I will write down those sequences here. X1 dash of n is equal to 1, 2, 0, minus 3, 4, 2, 0, 0, and h dash of n is equal to 1, 1, 1, 5 zeros. Okay, I'll drop this. Okay, so now I am computing the y1 of n, which is equal to, so I will take matrix method to compute the circular convolution. Okay, so how to write the entries of this circular convolution? It is x of n into h of n. Okay, so x of n I have, so the first element is 1, so write this 1, and remaining entries will be from the right side. Okay, so therefore 1, 0, 0, 2, 4, minus 3, 0, 2. Okay, so now shift the circularly. So 2, 1, 0, 0, 2, 4, minus 3, 0. So how many rows? So it is of having length 8, therefore 8 rows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so next 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 2, 4, minus 3. So minus 3, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 2, 4, 4, minus 3, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 2. So next 2, 4, minus 3, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0. So 0, 2, 4, minus 3, 0, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last 0, 0, 2, 4, minus 3, 0, 2, 1. Okay, and I have h dash of n which is equal to 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So now perform the circular convolution. Okay. So here 1 plus 0 plus 0 it is 1. Okay. So 2 plus 1 3. 2 plus 1 3. So again minus 3 plus 2 minus 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 plus 4 6. 6 minus 3 is plus 3. 2 plus 4 is 6. 0 2. Okay. So this is my y1 of n. Okay. So y1 of n is equal to, so y1 of n is equal to what? 1 3 3 minus 1 1 3 6 2. Okay. So next, I hope you have understood this. So next step, step 2. So here we need to find y2 dash of n r is equal to y2 of n. Okay. So here we need to reindex from 0 to 7. So reindexing means, see, the index is now 0 to 5 is there. Okay. So next, so for the next block, I need to reindex. That means I need to consider this as a first. Okay. This as a 0. Okay. So I need to reindex from 0 to 7. Okay. So therefore x2 dash of n is equal to what? Minus 1, 1, minus 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So again, it is of having length m. Okay. I need what? M minus 1 zeros. Okay. So m minus 1 zeros means 2 zeros. So that block length is equal to 8. Okay. So again, I need to perform the convolution with h dash of n is equal to 1, 1, 1. Okay, I need to add n minus 1 zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so now the length of x2 dash of n and h dash of n is equal. Okay, so I need to perform the convolution. That is y2 of n. Y2 of n is equal to what? x2 dash of n. x2 dash of n circular convolution with h dash of n. Okay. So as in the first step, I can compute the y1 of n. So in the similar manner, I need to take this in the matrix method. I need to perform the circular convolution. Okay. So to obtain this y2 of n. Okay. So you follow the same step in the previous step. Okay, so I get the y2 of n. If I compute this x2 dash of n circular convolution with h dash of n is equal to, I will write the answer directly, which is equal to minus 1, 0, minus 2, 2, 3, 6, 1. Okay, so this is my y1 of n and this is my y2 of n. Okay, so now what I need to do? So next sample minus 3 I don't consider, because in the problem he has mentioned the range n varies from 0 to 11. So I have computed the convolution for 0 to 11. Okay. So now that last sample I don't consider. Okay. So next step is what? To find y of n. To find y of n, so y of n is what? Y of n is equal to x of n circular convolution with h of n. Okay. So we know that what is the equation for y of n? Y of n is equal to y1 of n plus y2 of n minus n plus y3 of n minus 2n and so on. Okay. So now for the present context, so I need to add only y1 of n plus y2 of n minus n. So further additions I can't perform because I have only two sequences, y1 of n and y2 of n. Okay. So here what is the value of this capital N? y1 of n plus y2 of n minus, so this n value is what? 6. So we calculated earlier that is this n value is 6. Okay. So I need to compute this y1 of n plus y2 of n minus 6 to obtain y of n. Okay. So now we should do that part. So what is y2 of n? I have minus 1, 0, minus 2, 2, 3, 6, 1. Okay. So now we are at the last step. So I have y1 of n ಏನಿದೆ 1 3 3 minus 1 1 3 6 2. Okay. So next I need this is y1 of n. Okay. So y1 of n is finished. So next is what? y2 of n minus 6. Okay, but here what I have y2 of n. Okay, so y2 of n minus 6 means, so this should be shifted to the 6 units right side, right? So therefore shift this y2 of n to the right side by 6 units. So y2 of n minus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So after 6 units, so what is the first term? It is minus 1, 0, minus 2, 2, 3, 6, 3, 1. So now add these. So these two are what actually? The last two digits are actually m minus 1. So in the while explaining the overlap add method, I have told that so this y1 of n m minus 1 will be added to the first m minus 1 of the next sequence, that is y2 of n minus n. Okay. So m minus 1 is for this sequence also it is 2. So first two samples of this y2 of n minus n is added to the last m minus 1 samples of y1 of n. Okay. So this is what? y2 of n minus 6. Okay. This is shifted right side by 6 units. Okay. So now, okay, so your y of n is equal to, so write this 1 3 3 minus 1 1 3 6 minus 1 5 2 plus 0 0 minus 2 2 3 6 3 1. Okay. Therefore y of n is equal to 1 here you can retain this last m minus 1 values. So last m minus 1 entries. Okay, m minus 1 is 2. So you can retain this last m minus 1 entries, or you can discard those m minus 1 entries. Okay. So if you retain also it's correct, or if you discard also it is correct. Okay. So the choice is yours. Okay. So this is our final answer y of n. Okay, using overlap add method.